From hiking some peaks of majestic mountains with enchanting alpine meadows, cruising and walking along the turquoise lakes, visiting beautiful and picturesque villages, and experiencing adventures of a lifetime in a perfect setting. No other place is like Switzerland. And to show you some of the must-visit places in Switzerland, we begin where nature and adventure are at their best. This is Grindelwald. Grindelwald is a beautiful village in the Jungfrau region of the Bernese Oberland. We traveled from Interlaken West via bus to Wilderswil to get on the train going to Grindelwald. We used the Interlaken guest card to gain free travel on local buses and trains. Tickets to Grindelwald can be purchased at the train station. We didn't have any passes which give a discount, so the cost for this journey at the time of our visit was 19 Swiss francs and 60 cents per person for our return journey. Make sure to stay on the designated platform and take the correct coach because the train splits at some point where the other half goes to Lautenbrunnen. Check the display screen inside the train to ensure your correct destination. The train ride from Wilderswil to Grindelwald was about 30 minutes and it was a scenic ride, especially seeing all those typical Swiss landscape of mountains and traditional wooden houses. When approaching Grindelwald, you will notice a high mountain, and that is the Eiger. The train from Wilderswil terminates at the Grindelwald train station. One of the places you can visit in Grindelwald is the adventure park called Grindelwald First. To get to the cable car station, which will take us to First, we need to walk through the village. There are signs for Grindelwald First, which can be followed, but it's just a matter of walking along the main street for about 10 minutes until you reach the sign for First. There are a couple of self-service ticket machines outside the building. However, we had some difficulty getting tickets from the machine, so if you haven't already purchased your tickets, it may be worthwhile heading straight to the ticket office. Tickets for the activities at First can be purchased at the ticket office, but because bad weather was forecasted, we choose to buy tickets once up the mountain. There are two cable car stations to pass through before reaching First. These are Bort and Schreckfeld. Once at the top, the first thing to notice is of course the amazing views of the Bernese Alps of the eastern side of the Jungfrau area. The mountains can be viewed from here include Wetterhorn, Streckhorn and the Eiger. One of the activities on First is the Free Cliff Walk, which is a metal walkway attached to the side of the rock face. To get to the start, you need to walk slightly uphill to the right of the restaurant and then turn left. The walkway takes you along the side of the cliff and gives views over the Alps and pastures below and take about 10 to 15 minutes to complete. At the end of the walkway, there is an option to walk to the end of the viewing platform for a photo opportunity. However, on busy days, there will be a queue of people waiting. From First, there are two of the paid activities which can be taken. First Flyer and the First Glider. We had planned to take one of these, but the sign which shows the waiting time said that the flyer had sold out and there were long queues due to the possibility of bad weather. Therefore, we decided to take a walk down to the next station, which is Schreckfeld. It's a nice easy walk between the cable car stations, which took about 20 to 30 minutes, and during the time of the year that we visited, which was late June to early July, there were lots of meadow flowers in bloom. As we walked down to Schreckfeld, the view was so picturesque and uniquely Switzerland. Once we were near Schreckfeld, there was a herd of cows grazing on the lush alpine grass. You can see the large bells around the necks of the cow, and the ringing sound can be heard from quite far away. It really is a sound that you will hear through Switzerland at this time of the year. At Schreckfeld, there is a restaurant and toilets at the base of the cable car station, but no other facilities. However, this is the area where the third of the paid activities is available, the mountain cart. The cost is 21 Swiss francs with a compulsory helmet provided as part of the charge. The carts are a cross between a go-kart and sled with a low center of gravity and hydraulic brakes. There are no pedals on the carts as it's powered by gravity and they really travel fast, so care needs to be taken, which can be difficult when the views are so spectacular. The track down to board is 3 kilometers over a mix of gravel and spalt tracks, and the duration depends on what speed you travel. However, there are some areas along the way where it's possible to pull over to take some pictures and videos. Once at board, there is a hotel with restaurant, toilets, and small adventure playground with a picnic area. From board, you can take part in the fourth activity, which is the Tutti bike scooter. This is a scooter with a front suspension fork and brakes, which will take you all the way down to Grindelwald cable car station. We chose to walk down to Grindelwald and took the route which was indicated as taking 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think the route which is indicated as taking 1 hour is the route which the Tutti bikes takes, and so this may be quite busy. The walk starts by going past the cable car station and uphill, as if going back up to Schreckfeld. The path then turns left and crosses over a stream before starting on the descent. Fortunately, the bad weather which had been forecast didn't arrive, and the views across the valley were amazing, with only some low cloud on the mountains. To me, this is the typical Swiss alpine scenery and is somewhere that I had always wanted to hike in. With the lush green pastures and wooden huts, it's a perfect place for a nice walk. At Brunevid, there is an option to walk to the train station or turn off and walk to the village, which will take you to the cable car base station. We opted to walk in the cable car station and then walk back through the village to the station. The path then started to enter the top of Grindelwald village with the attractive wooden chalets and hotels which typify the Swiss village. The path through this area is clear and should be followed as to respect the property boundaries of the residents. From the top of the village, we continued walking until we reached the cable car station and the main commercial area. As Grindelwald is a very touristy destination, most of the shops are souvenir, outdoor sports, and food establishments. So when in Switzerland, don't forget to include Grindelwald in your itinerary. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Getaways with Noel. Thank you for watching.